Bam, we're live. What's up? Oh man, I said it. It's so hard not to say it. Let's do it. Here we go. All right. We're in nature today. I got up at fucking 6 a.m. to get ready for this. On my vacation. We're camping. It's going to rain. It's going to suck, but it's okay. We're out here. Thanks for being here, guys. Good morning. It is May 9th, 7 a.m. The norm. Hope everyone's ready for a great weekend. Mother's Day. If you guys aren't celebrating your mothers, I can't say anything. Me and my mother don't talk, but my wife does, and my mother-in-law, who's right over there, do as well. We're camping this weekend. There's Duke, loving life. Duke. It's a good morning. It is a good morning. Good morning. What's up, Kenneth? Yo. Camille. Aaron. Slater. Slater, you're late. Expect your comment at 6:40 every morning. Okay, you're late. I didn't see one today. It's weird not being able to hear because you do everything in the mic with the headphones. And it's weird not being able to hear yourself because you get so used to talking into the mic, which comes back into the headphones in the podcast setup. And now I can't hear it. So I don't know if it's like really loud or not loud or any of that stuff. So anywho, there we go. All right. Man, busy weekend in the CrossFit space, which I'm excited about. Always enjoy. Whoa. Uh-oh. These aren't working. Where'd all my shit go? Nope. No. There we go. All right. We can do this. What's up, Vic? All right, guys. So, what are we talking about today? What's everyone's weekend look like? Look at this truck that's coming by. Look at the colors on that thing. Yeah, we'll start with WFP, give a little predictions, and then roll into French Throwdown, which is already going off. Pedro, I think, is announcing. Like, I saw something on his page this morning, but then on the French Throwdown page, I didn't realize they were doing something on the Coffee Pods and WODs YouTube either. Avera says, even though I'm not invested in WFP, the field of competition is, well, obviously, it's games level. They paid everyone to be there. We'll see how it goes. I definitely don't think. I think the sentiment from the YouTube space is that this will look like an exhibition in WFP, and I just don't think it will. People fucking don't like to lose. And, it's obviously challenging to be at a peak level at this time in the year when you've been so used to being at a peak level in August. But I don't think anyone's going to fucking sell it in. So, good morning, Jody. And so I think, John's like, oh, I'm not going to put any weight into the mountain. I think that's not the right thing to do. I think you have to put in weight. Like, if Lucy Campbell comes here and waxes Laura, you have to assume that she's the real deal, right? Like, if Laura comes in there and gets first in ever, you have to assume Laura's still one of the fittest humans on earth. You can't just say she's not going to be the fittest anymore. I don't think that's that doesn't make any sense to me to say that. I think that's like short-sighted and very biased to just not wanting WFP to succeed. Obviously, you guys know my thoughts on it. I want it to succeed. I don't think that it can logically. CPW is doing the show in the English stream, which is more like no, it's not a watch party because they're it's like they're watching, like it's live. So it is a stream. It's just a different commentary. So it's still commentary with live video. Wasn't wildly exciting. Anyways, all right, let's look at some workouts. What do we think about WFP not streaming on YouTube? I feel like that's a real bad decision. Like a really, really bad decision, you know? Like they were talking about just doing different streams on different languages, I think was their reasoning on their own platform, um or but I mean I feel like you could have figured it out and stayed on the world's second largest search engine. You know what I mean? Like that was like, wow, why be different for the sake of being different if it's going to put you at a disadvantage for reach, right? I just don't think that was a good decision, right? Also, and I don't know if we talked about on Tuesday. I assume we did, but Saxon just through the affiliate thing with Saxon just sounded terrible. Oh my god, that was so bad. All right. Um, mhm. Where let's see, WFP leaderboard, CrossFit, Indy. Ouch. I think it's a huge miss. I think it's a huge miss. Like, if they really wanted to do that, I feel like they could have just done a couple streams on. Can you guys not see me? I assume everyone can see me. Looks like you can. Jody, go out and go back in. All right, Jody, it's just you. Okay. Um, yeah, the AI translation, I get it, but why not just put up a couple cameras and go through? And then also, like, not to be a fucking uh like arrogant American, but everything is fucking in English. Like everything is in English. Like everyone can understand it, right? So like I get it, and I think you might make 5% of people watching really happy, like in Asia maybe. But hey, get out of there. Go. Go that way. Um, but I think it's a huge miss for sure. Like, yes, it'll make like I feel like some of the things they're doing are going to make 5 to 10% of the population that watches this stuff that does it really happy. But maybe like ostracizing 90%, right? Like I don't know. I feel like it's negligible what they might do to like seem different and like provide a better product. They'll lose in like excessive creativity, that they would get, or the reach they would get in being excessively creative by doing this. The reach they'll get on YouTube is like not a even trade. All right. Avera, I tried watching Pedro. He made it sound like half the field dropped out. Since I do not know the reality. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Now I can't watch it on my TV. I'm not gonna fucking watch that shit. I didn't even think about the fact that obviously YouTube is a TV app, and now you can't do that on TV. That is even more so. Now it's even worse. Um, I don't know if half the field dropped out. All right, let's start. I guess we'll start with French Throwdown then. No, let's start with WFP, and then we'll go back to French. Avera, I will. Um, I'll come back to these. Because we're in it. Okay. Hmm. All right. I don't. Is Victor Hoffer a signed athlete, Or did he make the qualifier? I don't even know. I don't even know who was signed. I assume all of them. We have 30. So did Victor Hoffer make the qualifier or was he signed? Because I haven't heard his name since he tore his Achilles or tore up his ankle going into the games last year. All right, here are the pro cards. He does have a pro card. All right. Signed. Why the fuck would they sign? See, this is like, I don't know. I mean, so if we just go to their signed, I mean, I feel like some of their signed athletes were just off the fucking wall, right? Like, I don't know. Oh, I didn't know Olivia Kerstetter was signed. I mean, it's going to be a great competition, right? But I think some of their decisions were to sign were very heavily influenced from what happened in August, right? Of like who was Duke, hey, let it go, stop, thank you. Like I don't know. Anyways, all right, let's see who's going to do well. All right, Pro 1, 600-meter run, 600-meter, 6 ring muscle up, 6 snatches. Snatches are at 165, 115. I think Tola actually doesn't do terrible in this. I think the snatches are like just outside of maybe going touch and go and unbroken the whole time. I mean, I don't think Chandler's retired. I think he was in team. I mean, wasn't he at the games last year on a team? Noah is retired, but Noah is, like of the people they decided to sign, I actually think that Noah and Chandler are decent decisions to sign. I still think they're probably one of the 20 fittest men on the planet. You know what I mean? To be honest, I don't think some of the other people are by any means. Um, uh, like maybe BKG. I mean, Guy isn't, but again, like they're, I mean, they signed for sure for eyeballs. I think this is obviously clearly a sign for what happened with Luka being an athlete there. I don't know. Travis Mayer, I don't think is a top 20 athlete anymore. So Natalie said, I thought WP was doing a bunch of storytelling. I don't know. I didn't really dig into the actual stuff they're putting out. They did a behind the scenes that went out. I think they're trying to do a lot of long form, right? Like a lot of long form. Let's go to their YouTube and look. Natalie asked. That's a good question. World Fitness. Is it raining? Holy shit, guys. It's fucking raining. It wasn't supposed to rain. I might be cutting this short. No. All right. Uh-oh. Need to pause. I'll be back. Fuck. All right, sorry about that, guys. Hello, can you hear me? Where'd my coffee go? All right. Ugh. All right. Sorry, guys. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, we're back to it. It's funny how more people are watching than when I started. Oh no, my phone. Shit. We can do this. All right. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right, back to the storytelling. So yeah, so we have Unbreakable, right? And behind the scenes, and these are really good, right? All this long form stuff. Seems to be really solid. And let's see, so we had Unbreakable signed. So I guess Unbreakable is like the challengers that they try to review, right? Because but then it's like it's weird. They have a bunch of different episodes. So like Jeff is Unbreakable, but Tristan and Nick aren't signed athletes, right? Like they came in through the qualifier. And so it's kind of like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what is what, but I've watched them of the people that I kind of like care. Like I'll probably sit down and watch more, but I mean, they're really putting out a lot of content. I think this is where the storytelling is coming from. Is the signed episodes, right? And then, like I said, Unbreakable. So Natalie, I think that's like where you'll find the stuff, but like their Instagram, let's just go to their Instagram. So Instagram, right? Maybe just kind of like more playful in general, right? So, like doing all of their reach out stuff to all of the affiliates that are around, just going through the check-in. This oh yeah, let's talk about this. Dude, they put a lot of money into these workout flow videos. They were pretty wild. Did you guys see these workout flows? These workout flows are crazy. I wish there would have been someone like narrating over it though, but these are nuts. This took so much effort to make. These are really hard to make. What do you guys think about this little green diamond guy? Oh, they're really cool. I thought they were really, really neat. Okay. All right, let's go back to it. Go back and watch story. So we liked Unbreakable. Sign. I thought Sign was okay. I thought they were good. I thought Unbreakable was probably better. Does Gridley do this? All right. Natalie, Greg, they're thinking gyms will affiliate with CrossFit W. What happens when they drop the CrossFit title? Gets back to that litigate branch. I don't think they'll sign with both because there's like, so if you, all right, let's talk about this because this is what I really wanted to talk about because I was really disappointed with Saxon's answer. And Saxon's, I guess let's just take this down. Saxon's answer was really bad. Like it was really, really bad. If you guys didn't watch it, it was on Coffee Pods and Wads. And I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but he just didn't say anything for 10 minutes. He was like, we're just trying to support them. And that's great. but I think they're trying to support them with an online competition and then maybe some like intercommunication on like a group. But it was rough. It was really rough, right? I don't think the affiliate thing for WFP will go any further than these first 50 at all, to be honest. I think it'll stop there. I can't imagine too many more people signing up. They're spending $2,000 to be a part of it. Okay. Nick and Trista, Grid League is cool. It did definitely look like a waste of money. Yeah, this is a good thing. The leadership of WFP needs some media training. Well, again, this is where this is very similar to running a CrossFit gym in the sense of it's a CrossFitters who thought it was a good idea to run a gym. It's CrossFitters who were fortunate enough to get a really, really big nest egg in an investor. And then they have enough background to put on a good event. But I agree, like Will Saxon and whatever the other guy, they're fucking terrible on camera. Like they're terrible. By the athletes, for the athletes, right? And so then why would affiliate? So Kenneth says by the athletes, for the athletes, but then why would affiliate? Like what are they? They're not bringing them anything. The only thing I can see them bringing, if you read the first thing of like what they anticipated, there was something in there called profit sharing. Obviously, everyone knows what that means, but it was if that somehow became a thing, like you owned a piece of WFP, that would be cool. But there's no way there's enough money going to come into WFP for them to share a profit or revenue. Camille asked, with Haley withdrawing from the weekend, will she still be? Yes. So she'll still be able to compete, but it's unlikely that she'll be able to get a pro card for next year based on total points. But I figured they had to compete. That's very interesting. I was pretty shocked that they were able to just not show up for whatever reason. Oh, this is funny. All right, we're going to share this. So www.worldfitnessproject.com is broken. Oh, that's why. That's weird. Why would it go there? Competition. Yeah, I don't see anything about a stream. Nope. Behind the scenes. Or stop one. I'm assuming it's just going to populate right here. Has to just populate right here. Right? But this is embedded from YouTube. So if it's not up yet, it seems like they got a lot of work to do on the website for it to be live in like 5 hours. Right? Do they show the loss? That's funny. Yeah, and this was the other thing. And this was sort of like Will couldn't answer. They just didn't understand the question, right? Saxon could not answer Pedro's question about what the next level of WFP affiliates meant. Couldn't even define the first level. Yeah, he was like, so if I come in, am I in the second level? And he was like, oh, you still get all these things. And it's like, that's not what we're asking. And yeah. No, no, definitely not. We're not. I think there's like a proximity bias, or I mean, no. There's Jody asks, "Has WFP approached my gym?" Well, I'm not a gym owner. I wish I was. Sometimes, not all the time. But no, I don't think so. I don't think that happened at all. Oh shit! There's the first events at 10 a.m. EST. Yikes! Yikes! Could you imagine trying to roll out a website change and Well, they're not going to, I don't think they're showing any of the teams, Kenneth, at all. Hey, Caleb, do we know where they're showing WFP? Yeah, they should be showing it right here. World Fitness WorldFitnessProject.com, right here. Should be somewhere in here. I like how they have a gyms thing, and then here. I don't even know. Dude, talk about a Chat GPT answer if I ever fucking read one. At the heart of Fitness Project Initiative is a deep commitment to supporting gyms and their communities by helping gyms become by helping gyms become stronger and more connected. We build the fitness ecosystem that is adaptable, inclusive, and designed for long-term growth. Whoa, dude, that's bonkers. Hughes, Tex, we talked about this to start the show. 100. I think it's a fucking ginormous miss. First, it's the second biggest search engine in the world. Second, everyone goes to YouTube to watch CrossFit events because everyone is used to that. So you're trying to change what the consumer is used to, which is a terrible idea. That's terrible immediately. And Vic brought up that you can't watch it on your TV. And I was like, fuck, that's such a good point because you can't watch it on your TV. Now I have to watch it on your computer. I can't just like go to my YouTube app on my Fire Stick, which is probably the biggest miss, be honest. Anyways, okay. Dude, this is terrible. All right. Do we care about the competition? Yes, we talk about it a little bit. We should probably talk about it a little bit. Okay, let's go back to here. So Pro 1, run, muscle up, power snatch. Dallon's going to do really well. Austin will probably win it. Probably a W for Austin. Let's go to Pro 2. Sandbag clean, 30 GHG sit-ups. It's a good one. It's heavy. I even think Noah might do well in this workout. It's probably a good one for Jason and Justin. It's a lot of GHG sit-ups. I like the workout. I like all the workouts. I really like this one. I think it's nice and heavy. Let me slide over here, make sure I can see some comments. Yeah, all good. Text, yeah, it's a huge miss. Is there a cost? No, YouTube is fucking free to do it on, and you can even get money, right? Like it doesn't cost anything to do it on YouTube. But what YouTube does is they end up they'll take percentages if people start donating money, but then there's no way whatever they're streaming on is going to donate. No, but it's free. It's free to stream on YouTube. It doesn't cost anything. So yeah. Yeah, we can. T-Bird, you can cast through Chromecast for sure, but no one's going to do. Most people that consume CrossFit are very technologically inept. Okay. Where we at? All right, back here. All right, front squats. I like this workout a lot. A lot of pulling. We had muscle ups. We have pulling. We're not going to assess. This is a very, very good one for Colton. I think Colton actually takes the W in this workout. Right. I think Colton takes the W in this workout. I don't think the gymnastics are enough to push him away, but the front squats are heavy enough that his cycle rate is going to push through for sure. All right. Pro 4A. I love the jerk from the overhead. I think obviously Tola, I think it's going to be fun to watch Guy and Tola go head to head here. Tola's very strong overhead. Guy is obviously very strong overhead, but he's not as strong overhead as he is from the floor. But Tola is. I think Tola and Guy have both hit over 400 pounds in competition overhead. That's going to be really, really fun to see. And then this bike sled, you have to assume that Dallin or Jason or even James are going to really put it to it and win this one for sure. Right. Okay. All right. Let's see. 4B, 5, and 6. Legless rope climb, 1 rope climb, 50-meter yoke. This is a James workout. I even think someone like Guy might do very well here. Guys, I'm sore. I'll talk about a workout I did in a minute. I can't quite see everybody. Let's make this a little smaller. I'm on my laptop. It's hard to maneuver everything on the laptop. This is probably a Yellow Hosta workout too. Oh, Yellow will do well on the ski or on the bike. The bike. This one. No, this one. 4B. Bike sled. That's his jam. And then 6. Obviously, Adler will do well everywhere. We'll probably win an event somewhere. I don't know. I'm really excited to see. I'm excited to see Adler, Colton, and Austin. I'm really excited. It's going to be good. This is going to be it's going to be a fun competition to watch if we can find it, if we can show up somewhere. But it is going to be good to see Adler, who just fucking blasted the online semifinal, Colton, Austin, Justin, James, Dallin. Our top 5 males are all here, right? I think that's where the story lies. Avera says Colton's a man on a mission. Among Colton's motivations, he and Austin have a rivalry brewing that'll be interesting. Colton also wants to beat Hopper. Yeah, I think Hopper's. I think he's very fit. I think he's always in podium contention, but I think Jeff, Austin, Colton, Dallin are on another level. All right, Vic, this is a good question. Is it me or is it weird the challengers aren't competing against a sign? Okay, so this is my thought. Oh yeah, a little warthog. That's cool. Right over right next to a military base. I'm gonna come back to this. Natalie, Colton is the only good story here. I disagree. I think the competition between those 5 that I just mentioned is a great story. It's going to be really fun to see, and they're all so competitive that no one's going to phone it in, and it's going to be a really, really fun competition to watch. There's still money on the line, right? So since there's still money on the line, all these guys are going to be competing hard, right? For sure. So I'm excited to see it. I think it's going to be good. Vera, I know you don't like Hopper, but it's not. Colton doesn't give a shit. Colton's eyes are set beyond Hopper, and he knows he's going to beat them down. Okay. Is it weird the challengers aren't competing against the sign? So the way the scoring works, so you had the signed are 20, 10 people qualified for pro, which is competing against the sign. So there's 30 in the pro division, including the 20 signed, and then there's 30 in the challenger. And there's 30 in the challenger. And so the way the points are designed, the lowest athlete in the pro still gets more points than the highest athlete in the challenger. I think they didn't want to put 60 people in one division, right? Also, in my opinion, it's pretty clear that there will be people in the challenger that would have beat people in the pro. And so if you gave them the same exact workout, but then design the points the way that it is, it would look really bad if someone in the challenger beats someone in the pro for all the workouts, but the pro got more points, right? So They want to put weight into it. And then it also kills storylines. When you put 60 people into one competition, right? It just kills the storylines, the viewer, but people will, it makes it a lot better to like, here's this level, here's 3 heats of this level, and here's 3 heats of this level. And people will, I think that'll help some viewership and some storytelling as well, right? Keep the race close, that kind of stuff. So I think it's the right thing to do. And changing the weights makes it to where people aren't like, oh, look at this athlete. They got last in pro, doing all these same weights. And the guy who won, like the guy who won Challenger, whoever it could be, Chris Ibarra, right? Wins Challenger and beat whoever finished 10th on all the workouts in pro, but didn't get those 10th place points. It would look really bad. Like the optics would look terrible. So I think it's the right decision. I don't, it's kind of weird, but it is the right optics decision for sure. Okay. All right. So, and then workout 6, let's see this one. I mean, this is like an Adler workout for sure. Right. Actually, coming back to it, I'm really excited for this workout, Pro 1, between Adler and Austin. This is going to be a really good race. I think these are going to be really good races. While Adler is dull, greatness is so hard not to enjoy. And after watching him at semifinals and watching those workouts, the dude is real fucking fit. Real fit. And he's going to be a little fatigued. Colton and Austin are going to be a little more fresh. It's going to be a really good race, and I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be good. All right, let's go to the women. I think, in my opinion, especially after watching Spin on Wednesday, the mountain, I think the person that has the most to prove here, and I know, I don't put any weight into the WFP. Guys, this is another CrossFit competition, and it's the fucking same. Anyone that says this isn't the same as Wodapalooza or Rogue or another semifinal is wrong. These athletes are coming out for fucking blood. Okay. I think Alex Gazan, in my book, has the most to prove this weekend of anyone, because I think Alex has looked terrible, and Alexis. I guess Alexis just qualified, so I disagree. I digress. Just Alex, really. She has so much to prove. I think she just needs to. She needs to be a top 3 for me to still think she's even a top 10 athlete or top 5 athlete. Like, I just think she's just hasn't really shown what everyone has expected of her to show. But we'll go through. I don't know the women as well. Run muscle up. Haley's out. It's probably a decent Brooke workout. I don't know. I don't even know who is going to be at the top. That's probably a good fee workout. What's the weight on the bar? 115. It's still a manageable weight for a fee. Probably a good fee workout. Is Abby competing? Nope. So you guys should all try Emma Lawson. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I can predict Emma to do anything because we haven't seen her compete since. I don't know. Did she compete at Rogue? I mean, she's not really returning from an injury. We're going to talk about it in a minute, Kevin, about French Throwdown. I wouldn't even call her a brute athlete yet, to be fully honest. Did she pull out of Rogue? I'm guessing. Yeah, she did. So yeah, Emma didn't even compete in Rogue. I mean, we haven't seen Emma compete since the game. So really, I mean, really, her last. I think the games are such a hard competition to define. 2024. Um, um, I mean, really, it's like semifinals for Emma Lawson. So I don't know. It's hard to say. First as a brood athlete. That's right. She is a brood athlete. Everyone's a fucking brood athlete. Yeah, Kevin, we can't find it either. We were on the website. It's not there. Good morning. So yeah, we'll see if it shows up. Anyways, all right. I was sitting over there. It started raining on me. It's not raining now though. I'm on a podcast. All right. Pro 1, Pro 2. I mean, obviously, I think this is a really good one for Laura. Would have been a really good one for Haley. Probably a pretty good one for Alex. She manages the sandbag pretty well. Her handstands aren't that great. Ariel looked really good. Obviously, you can't count her out on probably any workout at this point. I think Bethany Flores gets waxed in the first two. See if she can handle the weights. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of. I mean, there's just. I feel like the women's field is pretty even across the board, right? You have Lucy, Laura, Fee, Danielle Brandon, Ariel Lowen, Alex, Alexis. I don't know. It's going to be a good race. It's going to be fun. All right. I'm not going to go over the women. All right. Let's talk about French Throwdown and go into. We'll go this way. All right, let's go to the leaderboard. Is it up to date? Yep. 2 workouts. All right, so this is a qualifier, guys. They get 2. Oh, whoops, you can't see it. You should probably share. Boom. Nope, this one. There we go. All right. So it is a qualifier, 2 spots. Moritz Fiebig has already punched his ticket, so he does not count. He won't get another spot, obviously. So 3, Nika Mazer. I don't even know who this is, but he got 3rd in both. I felt like workout 2 was kind of a fucking snooze fest. Box jump overs and dumbbell clean and jerks. I don't know. I mean, why not do like a barbell? I don't think the game season did. Why would the game? I don't understand, Avera. The game season format completely trashed the French Throwdown. Very unfortunate. Why do you say that? Why did it trash it? I feel like WFP trashed it. They knew that it was going to be here. The majority of athletes they signed are European. Not the majority. A lot of athletes they signed are European. And so I mean, putting it on this weekend, they knew. I mean, the French Throwdown had this date set before WFP did. So, I mean, I think it kind of leans into WFP, to be honest. They had the window. They could have put it earlier, right? Right to somewhere like closer to the open. The season structure overall did really hurt this, right? You know, people pulling out last minute. Oh, they didn't even put their names on there. Luke looking absolutely terrible. Yikes. That's rough. Luke might be on the way out. He's a dad now, but 27th and 12th. What was the first event? It was some sort of long ski and just an all machine piece. Yikes. I feel like that would have been Luke's bread and butter. So I don't know. 2 events and you're in 34th place, Lito. Lito says there's 8 events. I don't know. I mean, he ain't coming back. Not a chance. He ain't coming back from 35th, no matter what. Not that many events. Yeah, I don't know. That was pretty sad. Let's see what the women is. Anything? Miriam going with a first and a fourth. Pretty good events for her to start. Man, I feel like Wadlands had a better crew than this one. I think if you're in the top 20, you still have a chance. So Claudia Gluck still around, but yeah, jet lag. I don't know. Maybe jet lag for Luke. It's not that fucking far. It's like 6 hours, and it was at 5 in the morning. I mean, I guess that would have been really early. No, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't that early. Yeah, Avera's right. If Luke didn't smash the machine event, he's not smashing anything. I agree. That's like that should have been his bread and butter. That guy's pretty aerobic. He's fucking 240 pounds, solid muscle. He should have completely smashed the machine event. Miriam doing what she does, winning a sprint event. I hope she gets her ticket. I'd like to see her compete against the others. I mean, she keeps her name in the spotlight for the Open. She's a good mover. I don't think she's a shit mover. It's nice to see someone at the top get their videos posted and move well. And so, I hope she makes it happen. I think Leah, yeah, I mean, I don't know half these people at all. Alicia, this is interesting. This first event there must have been something interesting here because Alicia, I guess she's smaller athlete, so that makes sense on her machine work. All right, pretty boring. Not much to talk about. Let's see what event 3 has in store for us. Is it a better one? Oh, this event. This is one of my favorite events of semifinals. So far. Like overall, like this is a grueling ass event. Okay, guys, this is a 12-minute time cap, and it's 100 wall balls. This is an over-programmed workout, without a doubt. But it is going to be grueling. If you're going to watch any event from the French Throwdown and you want to see people fucking melt and fully implode, this is the workout. This workout is going to eat people's soul. 100 wall ball buy-in into 20 deadlifts and 20 wall-facing handstand push-ups. And the deadlift is at 140 and 90, which is roughly 300 and 200. Dude, 60 deadlifts at 300 and 200 and 60 wall-facing handstand push-ups. This is going to put people in the dirt. In the dirt. Totally over-programmed, in my opinion. I don't know if, 8 minutes, you have to be, this is just a handstand push-up workout. After 100 wall balls, it'll be the only event that I truly, but Games Diane wasn't wall-facing. It was Damn Diane, and it was still 15 and 15. I think so. Yeah. So it was Damn Diane, same weight. Okay. But 15 strict deficit is, it's not 60. It's literally 20% more. But it's based on this for sure. It's totally based on this workout, right? Like it's based on this one without a doubt. But 15, it's 33% longer. That's bonkers. And it's after 100, guys, 100 wall balls. If you're going to watch an event, that's the one to watch without a doubt because it's going to be a massacre. Totally overprogrammed, without a doubt in my mind. Okay, let's go back to it. but a great event nonetheless. All right, so heavy rope. I'm assuming this is velitas, velitas. High rocks. Dude, yeah, this is gonna eat the women, and then also not having Anyways, okay. Avera, we'll talk about that in a second. I just want to go through the workouts first. So 3, event 4, heavy rope, 30-meter handstand walk, 60 GHG sit-ups, heavy rope walk, heavy rope. Great distance on the handstand walks. I think this is a good gymnastics test. The distances are well. I think they should have just stayed with 60 GHG sit-ups, but I do like 60 toes to bar here, but maybe getting a little, I don't know where you had to do toes to bar at this point, but I guess they haven't done any pulling yet. Heavy Isabel. And then everyone's upset. They're like, oh, I'm tired of seeing heavy Isabel. No, I think everyone should do it. It's good. Everyone hopped on board. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm tired of seeing it. Shut up. Who fucking cares? You knew everyone said they were going to do it, right? Everyone said they were going to do it. And then everyone hopped on board. I think it's fine. I think it's the right thing to do. It's fun. It's a great workout. You can really see it's an easy spectator workout. You don't have to be really creative, right? You just got to move the bar down the floor. I think heavy Isabel is a great workout to go across all events. Okay. I don't like this one going across all the events in general. It's kind of I think this one specifically, I know Mayhem is programming most of these, and that's why they did it. I don't know. Program your own event. French Throwdown has always been able to program good events. They should have kept programming it, in my opinion. This is definitely, as I'm looking at this, is this a 1, 2, 3, 1, 5? This should have been longer, by the way. I'm coming back to this now. Looking at these, I forgot Mayhem actually programmed this. So this should have been longer. This should have been like 2,000, 10,000, 4,000. And I know there's probably like a time limit that they could have gone, but you should have put a time cap on it and put it to where people couldn't finish. Because now the longest event is going to be 16 minutes. That sucks. Okay. Or even 15 for some and even shorter for guys. Oh no, it's not shorter for guys. Same time. 18 for guys. Should have been longer. Oops. Sorry about that. Anyways, all right. Event 5. I do like this event. It looks like they really went with a theme of like an homage to old school CrossFit. Except this one. I think this could have been thrusters and it would have been sick, right? Or like a devil's press or something. But just I don't know. That's a boring ass workout. 3, I think, is very good. Again, like a really homage to Diane. Event 4. Again, I think this is a good one. 6 and 7, 5 and 6. Right. And then 7, I think, was like a push to Nancy. 400-meter run. Maybe the run should have been longer. It's 4 rounds, a mile, axle overhead, walking lunge. It's going to be a good one for sure. And then the final sandbag squats. This is going to be a nightmare to judge. 1 AR of sandbag carry. Oh, down and back. Some form of carry. Okay. All right. 8 events. That'll be good. Okay. Back to it. Let's back to whatever else we were talking about. Here we go. Avera said, I think we need to address CrossFit judging. Process how Brooks' debacle. So some people think they're not going to make an adjustment. So the YouTube space, in my opinion, is sometimes out of touch with other things. CrossFit didn't open the public viewing and judging for teams, and then they didn't make any scoring adjustments. Okay, huge miss on CrossFit's part for sure, but they didn't open. People think that CrossFit isn't going to make the adjustments on the individual, but they did on the masters. They made fucking huge adjustments on way fucking more people, way more, hundreds more Okay. Way more people were adjusted and scored on the Masters, and then they were able to, they went through and made adjustments in every age group to fucking 70. Okay. And so since they did that, I think it's very like short-sighted to think they won't do that for individuals. So that's the whole purpose of it. So I think we'll 100% see scoring adjustments. Now, how aggressive? Do they think Brooks' burpees were trash? Do they think the GHD sit-ups are invalid? I don't know. I mean, I know what I think, and I think that the burpees should be invalid. And, Savon made a good point yesterday. He was like, what are they nervous? Like, what happens if they invalidate them? Right? Like all 5 of those athletes just go and go somewhere else, right? I mean, they've told them not to do GHG sit-ups like this. And they still did them, right? Like, just do GHG sit-ups the way that Julie Fouché demonstrates them on the fucking YouTube. Kevin, no, so Kringle and Walton already swapped. So they were tied. And then they were tied, and I think someone just removed their score from the board because they did the workout wrong. They did that workout 4 wrong. They did 5 total shuttle runs instead of 10. Yeah, Brooke cries, but then she goes to Syndicate, and it's fine. Okay. Ariel gets dinged. She might even still stay in the top 11, or she goes to TFX and qualifies, right? And so I think she still goes to TFX and qualifies anyways. I mean, I would. I think you have to. You have to go because it's not even going to be finalized. And so this is the thing, right? If you are unsure, so everyone that did GHDs with bent knees into the top of the pad, and like if your video has more negative views or negative comments, negative scores than good scores, you have to go to a in-person qualifier. Like you have to go to TFX. Right, dude, someone's smoking. I can smell it. It's like drifting towards me. Blah. I grew up in a house, huge digression. I grew up in a house of smokers, and until I moved out, like 18, I didn't know there was that smoke had a smell. Like I just didn't I didn't know what that smell was. It was just always part of my being until I left, and now I'm like hypersensitive. Now I'm hypersensitive to smoke. Like if it's within 100 feet of me, I'm going to smell it. Anyways, all right, back to it. So, Jody, I don't understand your comment. I don't understand they can racing. I don't know. Try and restate that one. So I think they should ding them, right? I mean, I think they should. I don't think there's really a question about it. But I don't know if they will. But they will make big scoring adjustments. Now, I don't know what they'll define as they're all so Jody, they've all been invited everywhere. NorCal still has Syndicate. So if you look at everyone that's there, everyone has invites that was in the top 11. They all have invites somewhere already, right? Like Brooke was already invited to Syndicate. Ariel's already invited to TFX. So like they've already been invited everywhere based on their open scoring. And NorCal still has an allotted amount of slots. An allotted amount of slots for invites still that are not given yet, and they're doing that based on what happens in the qualifier. Like I think even like up to 10. CrossFit HQ figuring out how to penalize broken aerial. I don't know. I don't think so. Well, they won't start making adjustments until the public viewing is closed. So that's how that works, right? So that's for the Masters. They didn't actually make any adjustments until the public review was closed. I don't know when the public review closes for individuals. Does anyone know? Hey guys, if you're looking for coffee, head over to Candlestick Coffee Roasters, candlestickcoffee.com. Great dude. Zach is an amazing guy. Makes some fire ass coffee. I've been drinking for a couple months now. And yeah, support your CrossFit own peoples. All right. All right. Fire ass. Kenneth, did you buy some? Fire ass. So it finalizes on the 19th, but the public viewing will close today. So like people going in and being able to judge. Craig. Lito, I agree they have to be penalized, but it's also kind of shit that a less fit athlete qualifies. I don't think it is. I think it's the fucking same. I think it's fine. No one cared. Like no one gave a shit that um that Paige Powers didn't make it because she got penalized so hard, right? I mean, it was fine. Next man up, do it right, you know. And they still have a lot of chances to get through, right? There's only so many spots that are given. Let's go, Candlestick Coffee A plus. I love it. I love it, guys. Oh, okay. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I think the GHD is very ambiguous. I think it's a shit standard. I think they should take it away because top of the pad has to, like there's a lot of gray area there. I think the burpees are not burpees, right? I mean they're really really high, right? Like if you did that in competition, they would tell you it's a no rep and get lower immediately, right? Um, yeah. Hmm. It'll be interesting for sure. Someone needs to get penalized hard. I don't know. I didn't see Ariel's um, burpees or GHGs. Let's go to that. Games, semifinals, leaderboard, women, workout two. Right. Here we go. I mean, some of them they really slide forward, but most of them look okay, right? So like I think I clicked in that one. She slides forward, but I think for the most part, I think she's pretty far behind. I don't think she'll get dinged. She might get dinged for some reps here and there, right? So a couple seconds here and there at a 10:16. She has I think needs reviews probably accurate. I don't think she'll get dinged fully. I think most of these are fine. Like that one might be sus. So she starts to get tired and she goes to like this butterfly. I've never seen that before. The angle is also really terrible. It's definitely not forward. You mean so, Avera? You think she's? Oh shit! Sorry, I thought I was sharing my screen. So you think she's behind, or you think she's forward? I don't know. I mean, she doesn't look like Justin in them. So like as she gets tired, she's definitely behind there. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know. This is close. These are real. This is a really bad angle, in my opinion. Like this one's fine. She's behind here, clearly, right? I've never seen anyone do a butterfly. That's a pretty interesting technique. I don't think it's way forward. I think the angle makes it worse. Because, like, to start, I don't know. I think if you saw it from the side, it would look I think if you saw it from the side, it would look less than like Medeiros and Dallin and them. Uh, because I think because it's from the back and her knees are still a little bent, I think it looks way worse than what it is compared to theirs because she's not quite doing the hamstring pull, right? Like actually pulling the knees up as she comes in, right? Um, right? I don't know. I think the angle makes it look way worse than what it is. Okay. Personally, does anyone think Brooke is at the center of these things way too much over the years? Well, I mean, not really. You're referencing 2015 or 16 for the 50s handstand push-up workout. That was 10 years ago. I don't know. And I think there's just a lot of so we'll go to the workout we're sharing here. So if you go to the scorecard is right. And so it's like I don't know. Like I think she looks like Tola here. No, people have to get a hit. This is the thing with online competition, Vic. If any of these issues were in live and not called, it is what it is. Is it possible no one gets a hit? Uh, people get hits for sure. 100%. They have to. They will 100% have to. That's why they opened up the scoring. They didn't open up the scoring for team because they never intended to penalize the teams, but they did it for masters. So why would they not? Why would they penalize masters and not individuals? No, I don't know, but the chest to bar is a black and white. This Avera says, like someone else said, if you come close to touching your chest, you give them credit for having capacity. Of course not. That's not what I'm saying. This is not a black and white defining point. Okay. Right. So he's clearly in front here. She's not like that. If you saw him going fast here, you would be sus too. Like, I think it's way closer. This is very gray. Right. So it's just a very gray setting up with hips in front of the middle of the pad, which means that they can be on top of the pad. So if you're looking hips, like this is just a really, oh, fuck. We're not sharing again. Sorry. This is a really great, this is the no rep. Look at how bent they are. I don't think her video looks like that. Okay. And so this is the problem is everyone is saying top of the pad. It's not top of the pad. It's in front of the pad. So aerials, in my opinion, are on top of the pad. Okay. Hips, whole hip in front of the top. Okay. So in front of the top, I think, in my opinion, that she's not doing that. I think she's on top of the pad. This is why it's gray. It's a shit standard. But if we're going by the standard, we're going to pull this up. Just find a random point. Here we go. No, she doesn't. Not even close. She doesn't. This does not look. This is literally on top of the pad. Okay. It's literally on top of the pad. It doesn't say at or above. It says in front of the middle. Setting up with in front of the middle. That means it has to be more than. So it says it doesn't say at or beyond. It doesn't say that. It just says in front. She is not like this. Okay. At all. She is not like this. All right. In this picture specifically, which she's touching, she is literally on top. She's definitely not over the front half of the pad. There's no way. She's not like this. She looks more like Tola here, but she's somewhere in the middle. But she's definitely not this point. She's not in front because you would see her start to lean down. You wouldn't see her butt at all, right? You wouldn't see her butt at all. The butt would be like through the pad. right? You would see it through the pad. But if you look at the peak of the pad and you look at her hips, she's literally right on top. So do I agree with it? No. Do I think she could get dinged? Yes. Do I think some of them are closer than others? I mean, right here, there's no way. Yeah, but it doesn't. So T-Bird, this is a good point. At or beyond, it really doesn't matter what they say verbally, because it has to be what's written in, because he said it different doesn't mean that that's the way, right? So they'll appeal that and then it'll be overturned. If they'll say, "Oh, but Boz said this," it's like, "Well, I never saw that video. I read what was in the standard. I read this. Okay, I read this. Okay, this will always supersede." Okay, so do that. But if we go to someone like Justin, who is a big culprit of pulling the knees in, right? I haven't really watched a lot of his videos, but I'm just going to assume. Right. Christine says it only matters what's written. 100%. Only matters what's written. Always. Justin's looking lean as fuck. Good for him. All right. So if we look at Justin, that one's probably fine. I don't know. So these definitely look more. If we're looking at the middle of the pad here, can you guys see this? Did it zoom in? No, it didn't zoom in. No, sorry. Okay. Looking at the middle of the pad, he's a lot more forward than Ariel was for sure, right? Because looking at where his hips are, but he's not as forward as the picture, right? He's not as forward as this picture. Again, a lot of gray area, right? So, anyways, I don't know. The GHG one, I don't know if anyone will get dinged on. It's gonna be put. So, is what it is. I don't know. We'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I think they should take the standard away. They should just be touch the floor, touch the pad. However you get there, you get there. Right. So, all right, guys. It's been a great show. 60 people watching. Thanks for coming. It's an awesome show. Watch the French Throwdown. Workout 3 is going to be really, really cool. Oh, let's go see if WFP has their links up yet. Oh, here it goes. It just came up. Oh, civil stream. It did. It just populated. No stream yet. It won't stream. All streams are offered in the following languages. Arabic? Come on, guys. I mean, that's cool, but splash page. I assume this will populate. Oh, we'll say this one. Yeah. So it's up here if you go to competition, tour stop 1. Right? Make sure to watch. We want all things in CrossFit to succeed. Okay, even if we have this dichotomy of, I don't know, whatever. Hate, probably not the right word. Skepticism, something. But I think it's going to be good. The events look fun. I think the competition is going to be great. It's going to be a lot of storylines to talk about. Oh, yeah. Last note. Dude, I'm so jealous of this. I want to make this so bad for WODprep. We've been talking about making a Letterman style jacket forever. Now we can't make it because they made it, but I love it. I think it's so cool. I think the Letterman style is awesome. Very cool. Their logo is great. WFP logo is really awesome. I really, really like it. And I think this Letterman's really neat for sure. They should get they should do like an old school, like a bar, right? Like your varsity pin when you win. Like if you win, you get a varsity pin you put on your jacket. That'd be sick. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for coming. That was a good show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave some comments. Let me know if you guys want me to talk about anything next week. We'll be back on Tuesday. Might even be back maybe earlier. We have a lot to talk about this weekend. So maybe I'll swing in Sunday morning early before the week kicks off. But I'm going to enjoy some time with the fam. You guys have a great weekend. Have a good Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. You guys are the rocks of the world. Us men couldn't do it without you. So thank you guys for being awesome, and we'll see you next time.